So today we're going to be talking about how to connect an expression pedal like this Mission Engineering SP1 that has the foot switch, or something like the Fractal EV1 without the foot switch, to an HX Stomp, and in this case the HX Stomp XL. Let's get into it. Alright, so we have the Fractal audio systems, and this isn't going to work nearly as well with the HX Stomp. It's just the only pedal that I have without a switch. Mission Engineering does make one that's dedicated for Line 6, so I'll leave a link in the description box below. But first thing you want to do is grab your TRS cable, which stands for tip, ring, and sleeve. It's very important that you have a TRS. This one is by Hosa. If you don't want a TRS, and if you want TS, which is just the tip and the sleeve, you need to have two tips and sleeve that go into one TRS, but you need to have a TRS. So what you want to do is come here to the Line 6 HX Stomp, put it in the Expression Foot Switch 7 and 8, Expression 1, 2 slot. And then you want to take the other side and put it in the Expression side. In this case, it's the Fractal Audio EV1. Like I mentioned, it's not nearly as good. It doesn't have the quickness that the other ones do, but for intents and purposes today, this is what we're going to use. So the first thing we want to do is grab, say, let's do a volume first, since this is without a foot switch. Get a volume pedal. And as you can see here, volume 100, position 100, position 0. 100, 0. And now if yours doesn't do that, you need to change some settings. So first, hit the page left and page right, go into global, and then hit page left, global settings. And from here, what you want to do is go over to preferences, and then go over to page 1 over to preferences where it says expression 1, expression 2. Now, if it's just the one without this switch, you want to make sure that both ones read XP1, XP2, right? So you have no switches involved here. And then what you want to go over is to here, and where it says preset pedals, change that to make sure that it says preset, or you can make it global if you want it global, but I'm doing it preset just for this particular preset. Go back and hit home, and then position 100 there, 0 there. So that's one without the switch. So now let's go back over and grab the Mission SP1. It's got this little toe switch here, like your traditional wah pedal. The problem here is one of these controls the movement of the pedal like that, and the other one controls the foot switch. So in this case, you do need a TS and TS that converge into a TRS cable. I don't have that cable, but I'll show you how to set this up as if I did. So go ahead and plug in one into the movement side, and then one into the switch side. And just for sake of simplicity here, I have another TRS cable. We're not going to plug that version in, but those are two TS cables that go into the TRS cable that goes into the expression pedal. So now that we have everything set up, let's go ahead and select our wah, mono wah right there. And then if you did everything right from the first part of the video, you should see that that's 100% and that's 0%. And this one works a lot better than the Fractal AxeFX one. Now that we have the wah going, we need a way to set the function of the engaging of the wah. So what you would do is hit left and right, go ahead and hit the bypass, and then for these intents and purposes, I'm going to make it 6 just to show you that it works. So go home, hit 6. Now we are wahing. As you can see, that's position 0, position 100. Turn it off to bypass it. Now, if you want to use this switch here, this is either going to be 6, 7, or 8. But because I don't have the proper switch, go ahead and hit it 7 to 8. Theoretically, that would work. But because it's not the right cable, you have to use something else. Or, you know, if you're not in the mood and you just want to use that, go ahead and do that. Or if you don't have the foot switch version anyways, you can set it up that way. So that is how you set up an external foot switch with the HX Stomp XL. I will leave links in the description box down below for the proper cables, so you know which one you need for which pedal, one that has a switch and one that doesn't. If you want some more HX Stomp videos, check out this video over here. and I'll see you in a future video. And until then, let the music play.